Where does Frankenstein go when he wants to read a book? To the It's Alive Prairie. Welcome to the stream. Happy Thursday, my friends. I hope today has found you well. Thank you for being here with me. I am, as always, very happy to be here with you. Very grateful that I get to share your company, my friends. Loyal to Soil is first in chat tonight. I plan on this being... Let me try and catch up here. Loyal says, I plan on this being the longest first you've ever gotten, so you already know I want to know what everyone had for dinner. I'm waiting on my lady to get home. She's going to surprise me with whatever she gets for food. So work's been good, slowly picking up, and everyone's been getting paid on time-ish, which is nice. Do you guys think I've hit the longest first yet with the story of my day? Maybe, Loyal. I couldn't tell you for sure. Probably. I'm not going to track and keep records of who writes the longest first message ever. Though, if someone is out there and if you're out there and you have free time on your hands, you could go through the VOD archive and see who was first every night of the stream, and make a spreadsheet and let us know. Let us know what the scoreboard looks like. You're welcome to do that. Let's see. Mile High Roll is also here. Welcome in, Mile High Roll. I hope you're having a great night. Stream Kyle and Sparrow the Dragoon. Once again, that song that you heard is Sparrow's newest work for us. And you can find more of Sparrow's work. You can find more of Sparrow's work through that link there. Hulana, welcome in. Welcome to the stream. No. Is that a no to my proposed research? I don't blame you. That would be my response as well. Let's see. Mile Harold says, no Kirby hat. No hat, no robe. I've got it. I've got them right next to me. But I just took a shower right before the stream. And I'm feeling a little warm. It's very cold in the basement, though. After a run or two of our first game here, I'll probably cool down and get dressed in my proper attire at that point. I'm sorry you have to endure the Clark Kent version of Agent Frownie for a little while here. Mile Iris says, I've been here the most at 10,251 times. That's like, I don't know, like 20 times the amount of streams there have even been. Having a great night, Mile Hyrule says. Right on. Always pleasant to hear. Thank you for shouting out Jelly there, Mile High Roll. Jelly has been working on a new video, but I'm not sure when it's going to be finished. She sadly does not have as much time for creative pursuits as I am lucky to have. Loyal says that was Sparrow. Sparrow's always making great music. That he is. I'm very lucky to get to share in it. All right, let's start resizing a bit here, and we'll get moving along to our first game of the night. We're starting off with Haunted Castle, the game that I just cannot stop playing. do a run or two through Haunted Castle. I know you can't see anything yet. No worries, you will soon. My batteries are running low. Oh, and for dinner tonight, Loyal, I had chicken thighs, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts. And now I've got a little bowl of cheese and a little bowl of tangelo slices and some fresh coffee. Hope Jelly's been doing well. If I'm allowed to speak for her, she's been doing great. She had to go to bed early tonight, so I don't know if we're going to get to see an appearance from her, unfortunately. You've got the whole setup going. Coffee and cheese, my kind of man, Loyal says. It is my favorite. I haven't had cheese for quite a few nights, so this is going to be a real treat. Sparrow says, I wanted to try something NES related, but the thing is, almost all NES games have the song data archived note for note already. Takes the fun out of potentially remixing them, I think. I kind of like what you did with I kind of like what you did with the 8-bit Seagull song, Sparrow. I mean, even then that's like mostly a remix, but like in terms of like NES tunes, like maybe the move is not really to remix an NES song, um, but to use them as potential like mashup material or for like cameo appearances in an otherwise original or non NES work. Maybe something that's like with something that's like perhaps thematically related though. All right, so Haunted Castle. If you've never seen this game, this is a Castlevania game. It was made for the arcade. We're playing the North American version. I'm not sure what the differences may be. And this is in the arcade archives. I think I keep saying arcade classics. The arcade archives version of this game. I've been playing through it a lot. It's a mostly good looking game. It's got very bogus animations. Music's pretty good. Some of it's great. Gameplay, pretty jank and bogus. Level design, pretty horrific. Um, but for some reason, I'm compelled to try and become better at this game. So we're playing it a whole lot here lately. And we'll just do a couple runs of it tonight, and fingers crossed, hopefully they go good. Hopefully they go well. I freaking love cheese curds, Loyal says. Jelly loves cheese curds. That's one of her favorite things about living up here in Wisconsin. And we do cook dinner together. Loyal. Typically, what will happen is Jelly will do the prep work and I'll do the actual cooking. But it depends on what we're working on. If we're making something that involves tortillas, I'll make the tortilla dough and then I'll do the cooking for whatever fillings we're going to have while Jelly rolls out and cooks the tortillas. Conga, welcome in. Prep can be very hard work. That it can. That it can. I get the better end of the deal there when Jelly does the prep work and I do the cooking. Make no mistakes. I get the better end of the deal. It depends. It depends on how involved what we're making is. We'll split the prep work if it's something that, has a lot of different components. Like maybe I'll prep the meat while she does the vegetables. I just had to look at cheese curds. I'm a little bit scared. Nothing to be scared by, Sparrow. They're just like, they're just kind of lumps of cheese. Game's a little loud for my liking. Don't fear the curd, Loyal says. Alright, so this game lets us have up to 90 credits. I am going to fill it all the way up at 90 because who knows how badly I may perform. And we can see how many credits it took me afterward by doing some simple subtraction. My PB is 16 currently, which is not great. Thank you for the wheel, Mile High Roll. It's still just a little loud. Let's spin the wheel. And then we'll get playing. There is no Diablo chocolate, so if I land on that, we have to respin. Instead, we landed on my least favorite thing, which is the truffle hot sauce. I don't know how I'm able to land on that such a high percentage of the time. What is Kirby's favorite food? Cheese curbs. There's potential there. I think I'm likening them too much to spoiled milk, Sparrow says. Their cheese curds are like basically the exact opposite of that. They're like the freshest cheese. Kirby curd sounds delicious, Conga says. They shouldn't be slimy. They should be pleasantly chewy. This is Melinda's black truffle hot sauce. It's not very hot. It's very truffle forward. It's very musty. And not altogether to my personal tastes. I still don't like it, but I find it less repellent the more I eat it, I think. If the curds are slimy, they're still maybe wet from being made in the last 10 minutes, Loyal says. I was thinking they were more like wet tofu in texture. A popular preparation for them is also to bread them and deep fry them. Now that sounds fun, Sparrow says. Deep fried cheese? How can you go wrong? Ricky, welcome in. Are we gaming, gamer? We're about to. We're just getting started. I'm off to a bad start. Surprising no one. No. What's with the extra bat? I always think I know. I always think I know what what this game is gonna do, and then it always has a way of just surprising me with a new terrible thing. It is Castlevania, except it's called Haunted Castle, and it's for the arcade. But it's made by Konami, and it's got the same story and characters, and it is Castlevania. It's just Castlevania from a parallel universe where all video games are terrible. Oh my goodness. I missed with all my bombs and I still beat her. That's amazing. Hey Budafingers, welcome in. In this game, Belmont, it's a determined paperboy. Determined to collect Dracula's delinquent subscription payment. Everything in this game hurts me. Sorry, I'm a little behind on the chat. I will, of course, catch up as soon as things start being a little less bogus. I tried playing Ghosts and Goblins on NES for the first time last night, Sparrow says. I couldn't even make it past the second boss. I wish you'd played that on stream, Sparrow. That would be fun to watch. Such a brutal game. It is. I spend a lot of time watching you play games and not fully appreciating how difficult some of them you play really are, Sparrow says. Well, thank you, Sparrow. I do torture myself with a lot of games. That's why I'm always saying the stream is all about me playing games that are way too hard for me. Dynamite, welcome in. Happy Thursday to you. I hope you are well, and welcome to Haunted Castle. Buddhafinger says that's why they're sub-weapons. They're used for subscription enforcement. I don't think I make hard games look easy as so much as I make them look sometimes eventually doable. No, I'm dead. I made that mistake and tried playing Battletoads. I still haven't found my pride, Loyal says. Oh, Battletoads. I love Battletoads now. I've completely crossed over. Well, the bat I needed didn't spawn, so I'm a little concerned. But we shall move onward. Yeah, I never actually really disliked Battletoads, to be clear. I enjoyed most of the time I spent with it. But I did suffer a lot. What's the secret to the Klingerwinger? So, it's hard to say, Buddhafingers, but what worked for me was playing it as lazily as possible. I think that, like, that seems to be when it made the shift to where I could beat it suddenly. Was like, whenever I played it before, like, for, like, weeks and weeks when I played it, I was trying so hard, and I was super focused, and I was like, trying to snap my thumb perfectly from position to position, right on the pixel in every corner, and just really, really trying hard. And the time that I made it was like I was barely holding the controller, and I was just lazily meandering my thumb from position to position on the D-pad in every corner, like I didn't even care, and and playing it super lazily unlocked something in my brain, and I did it. So now my secret is to every time I do it is just try and relax and clear my and empty my brain and play the stage as lazily as possible. Your mileage may vary. Loyal says Battletoads is amazing. It's just no joke beating it. I still can't do it. It takes if you want to set out on a journey to beat Battletoads and to do it legitimately, like it's a journey you're embarking on. You need to set aside some weeks. You know, pack all of your patience in your bag with you when you go. Frownie, if I ever did stream Ghosts and Goblins, you'd see a lot of this surprised face. Ghosts and Goblins, first encounter with the Red Devil is the equivalent of the Turbo Tunnel in Battletoads. It weeds out 85% of gamers, Dynamite says. Yeah, you're probably not wrong. Red Devil's really not that bad to fight though after you do it a whole bunch, because he only takes 4 hits, and like when you start to know where they're camping out, like you can usually do 2 hits to them right as they're waking up, and you know that's half their health. And then if you just wait for them to swoop at you, and your fade away jump technique is on point, then you can get the other two hits pretty easily, and they're not a whole lot to worry about. But learning that and developing the feel for it is way easier said than done. He multiplied. That's weird. That's weird. No ghost came out of that one. I was 100% expecting a ghost. What's the secret to the Klinger Winger? Oh, get some doofus to put a bounty on it, Buddhafinger says. That was very generous of you, Buddhafingers. And will not soon be forgotten. I don't like how this guy climbs stairs at all. If you haven't played this game and you want to know how it feels to play this game, just look at the way this guy moves, and I can assure you, this game feels like this guy moves like that. His movement feels like it looks. Oh, right. Oh, free torch. Don't mind me, I'm just stuck on everything. I'm trying real hard not to lean very heavily onto the sub-weapons in this game. I mean, there are certainly places where I do and feel like I must use them. I mean, if this guy's just gonna camp my stairs, then I'm doomed. Ugh, it's so annoying. Victory. Like the stage 2 boss, I don't think I'll ever defeat that boss without the stopwatch. I have no expectations of ever clearing that without the stopwatch. But I think leaning on them too heavily is bad practice for a low credit clear. Because if I don't die as many times, I won't have as many hearts, so the sub-weapons won't be available to me. So it's good practice to not use them except for the places I really need them. And am likely to have them on a low credit run. But I think, like, it's not practice for a no sub weapon run. That's a challenge I don't think I will ever live up to. I didn't want that. What's everyone's thoughts on the Atari Jaguar? I don't have any thoughts on it, Loyal. I've never experienced one. So I'm afraid I have nothing to share. Tempest 2000. Nothing else to see there, Dynamite says. What happened there? I don't even understand. Where am I? I used to own that game. Cybermorph, I know that that's where that quote is from. Where did you learn to fly? I think it was called Cybermorph. I used to own that game, but I traded it away because I didn't figure I would ever own a Jaguar. I'm not even on screen. That jump was a mistake. I'm glad that bird made such a loud noise because I didn't remember it was there. Alright, I hit a checkpoint. I'm dead. Yeah, I haven't played Rondo of Blood yet, so I can't speak to its qualities. I've heard it's good. Wail on him, wail on him. Let's go. Hey, we've got a raid. Is that Kvelish? Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. We'll go ahead and pause for a moment. This game doesn't ever let me take a break. Welcome in, Key. Welcome in, Key to life. I brought some friends. Well, thank you, Key. I assume that means you recommended us, and I'm very grateful to you for that. Thank you. What were you doing, Kvelish? Looks like you're playing Journey? How did that go for you? What was your stream like? I'm gonna click through and take a look at your page while everybody's coming in and getting settled. The About page says, Kvelish streams Journey. Right on. I admire the simplicity. Welcome in. It's just messing around. Key did a first playthrough, so after that, I went and did some of the more fancy stuff. Yes, I did. My favorite late night streamer. You're too kind, Key. You're too kind. Thank you. I haven't actually played Journey myself. I don't know a whole lot about it. It's okay. Such a fun game, Key says. I think you'd like it, Frownie. I typed in a search for Journey, and I just got the band. I was trying to look to see if it was on the Switch yet, but sadly it does not yet appear to be. Well, maybe one day further down the line. We'll keep it in the back of the yeah, try a game next to it. Hey, Key, this is a no backseating stream. What are you doing? I have 500 hours since I started playing in November. Wow. Wow. That is wild. That is a lot. And in a very short period of time. Well, we're playing a game I can't recommend. We're playing Haunted Castle. If you've never seen this before, it's Castlevania for the arcade. And it is it's pretty terrible, but I'm mildly obsessed with it, and so I keep playing it over and over and over again, trying to get good at it. There's really two aspects to Journey. There's a casual social aspect, then a broken, manipulate unintended physics aspect. I imagine the second aspect is probably a lot more fun. The first aspect is probably a lot more my speed, though. There's another game called Sky that is on the Switch, and it's made by the same people as Journey, Key says. I'm going to try it soon. Sky, Children of the Light. Right on. If you remember, Key, or if I remember, hopefully I'll ask you how that was after you get around to it. And if that one turns out to be really good too, then maybe I'll be able to check that one out. It's an adorable game. I don't play it, but I'd love to hang out with friends that do. Perhaps I will. Perhaps I will get around to that one in a more timely manner. Oh no, I'm off to a bad start on this level already. No! Oh, that really hurts. I can recommend Journey, Budofinger says. Right on. You have given me some good recommendations, my friend. Oh, I'm hurting. Run, Simon. Don't fall off the ledge, whatever you do. Hey, Fuzzy Boots, welcome in. This is, I believe, the first time that they did a crumbling bridge in a Castlevania game. It's a pretty standard feature in games after this, but I think this is the first time it ever happened. Hey, Hrafnir, welcome in. If you get a chance, my friends, everyone give a GG to Hrafnir. He beat Battletoads earlier tonight. I was there. I got to witness it. No, I turned around. This game is mean. This game is so mean. We almost had that. Hey, cows, welcome in. Welcome back to everyone's favorite Castlevania game. I could have gotten that one. I could have done it. I could have done a jump and gotten that one. Hey, Spriven, is it? Welcome in. I did meet with a terrible fate. Alright, come on, this has to be it. We had so much health. Victory! Alright. Let's go. Thank you for the trophies. Now we throw this life away and let's see how many credits it took. That was by far my best run ever through this game. That's a PB that's going to be hard to top. Look how scared this skeleton is of me. He ran for miles. The moment of truth. Let me rewind the chat here and catch up just a little bit. $80. So that was 10 credits. That's my best run. 10 credit run. That's an improvement. My best run previously was 16. So that's nice. It was really close to a 9 credit run. We almost hit the single digits. Alright, I'm rewinding the chat here. Let me catch up with everybody. I'll try to tag you when I add it to the schedule, Key says. Right on. Thank you, Key. How goes Jankvania? Pretty good, Rafnir. Pretty good. Thank you. It was glorious. Yeah, the Battletoads. I was on the edge of my seat. I was on the edge of my seat there at the end. Welcome in, Cows. I believe I caught you, but welcome in again nonetheless. What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. Thank you for the GG. This is so I'm playing this on the Switch, and this is the Arcade Archives version of a Haunted Castle. We're doing the North American version in that one on the Switch. $2.50 to beat the game. Not bad for back in the 80s, Fuzzy Boot says. And thank you, Spriven, for the GG. Oh, we had a new follower a couple minutes ago. I'm sorry I didn't catch it. But welcome to the stream, and thank you very much for following. I hope you're having a great evening. I'm gonna enjoy an orange slice here and a sip of coffee, and then we're gonna play the game again. You get only 4 quarters with the original arcade rules. I'm trying to get good enough to beat it. I'm trying to get good enough to beat it in a single credit, in a single life. It's gonna take a while. I got a lot of practice to do. It's a long journey. Good luck. It's hardcore. One luck with that. Good luck with that. Yeah, I know. It might be harder than I can do too, but I'm gonna stick with it, and I'm gonna keep practicing and keep trying, and hopefully I'll do it someday. All right, we'll fill our credits back up, and we will won't catch me doing it. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I have very mixed feelings about this game. I believe in the Frownie, he says. This this could be the toughest. This could be the toughest like no death challenge I've taken on yet. Super Ghouls and Ghosts is like I think technically harder than this, but I mean, but I've played that game for so many decades that like for me personally, I don't think that that one was harder. Good luck with the next attempt. I need to go to bed. Thank you again for the raid, uh, Kvelish. Very much appreciate that, and I hopefully will get to enjoy your company again. In the meantime, sleep well. Have a wonderful tomorrow, and thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow as well, Dynamite. Very much appreciated. We've certainly enjoyed having your company, so thank you for following. You beaten Battletoads in Dark Souls. You've got this. We'll see. We'll see. The problem there is that those are good games, and this one is jank. You're not wrong, Spriven. Not at all. I'm hating the game, but I like that Frownie is having fun and making it fun. Thank you, Dynamite. I do my best. And I don't blame you. I hate a lot of the games that I play. I'm not going to necessarily commit to this, but I just picked up another handful of trash games earlier today, and I was thinking when Breath of the Wild 2 comes out, right? That if I'm gonna play that on the stream, it's gonna eat up a lot of time, and there's gonna be a lot of nights devoted to it. So I'm kind of thinking about maybe pairing Breath of the Wild 2 with a of maybe pairing it with another marathon of trash games so that every night starts with something horribly jank and then ends with Breath of the Wild 2 for a little while. That might be what we do. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I've got a while to decide. So there may be another little jank marathon coming up here pretty soon. I found some real premium trash. Uh, Avance Velez, welcome in. Pleasure to have you here. How many people do you know who've beaten this one though? Even the super ghouls and ghost players are usually too spooked to try 1cc of this, Vance Velez says. Uh, it's not that they're afraid, it's that they have taste in it's that they have good taste in video games. Bel Air Jeff, speaking of good taste in video games, welcome in Bel Air Jeff. What's up, Frowntown, and the ringleader himself, Agent Frownie? I'm excited for Tears of the Kingdom. Already scheduled time off work, Craftner says. Right on. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Spurman says I've beaten it, didn't care, didn't want to CC it though, and don't care to. Yeah, I think just going through the game is good enough. Beating it was enough for me. Yeah. I don't I don't really feel the need. I don't really feel the need to like challenge myself to a good run of every game that I play. It's just the standouts. And this one stands out. I mean, I can't explain it. It's a terrible game. But I've just there's something inside me that says, Frownie, you need to master this game. And I can't say no to that voice. Sometimes a game strikes you, I get it. It certainly does. Jeff says I'm feeling a bit under the weather, so I'm taking the day off streaming. Gonna hang out here instead. I hate to hear that you're not feeling well, Jeff, but I am. I do have to admit I am a little bit. I do feel a little bit lucky that that means we get you tonight. Of all the nights, though, of all the nights, what terrible luck to be sick and to have to spend time with this game, Jeff. I hope you're feeling better soon, my friend. I think it's Simon Belmont. I think it's that mullet that he's rocking. I think that's what compels me to be amazing at this game. Is my deep admiration for a rad mullet. It looks just like my wedding band, Spillette says. Better you than me, Jeff says. I love watching you play this trash. Oh, don't throw a bone at me. Where'd he come from? Where did that zombie on the left come from? That's never happened before. This game is not programmed. This game has a mind of its own. Nice. Alright, Frownie, I actually have to work tomorrow. Usually don't on Fridays, so I've got to prep for sleep. Thank you again for sharing the stream, Key. Thank you for coming by and seeing us. I hope that you sleep well and have a smooth day at work tomorrow. No. I got stuck. Have you tried Vampire Killer on MSX? I have not, Spriven. I've seen a little bit of that game. Might be worse than this in terms of jank. It might be. It might be. So I tend to play. I tend to play a lot, especially retro titles on original hardware, and I don't have a like I don't have an MSX capable device. Um, and I don't know that that version of Vampire Killer has been ported to anything else. But I don't own it in my collection. So that's kind of put me off of getting around to it. It's ported to the Wii Virtual Console in Japan. Okay, so I might I might could get it for my Wii then. That might be something to keep in mind. I might that might be how I need to look into playing it. I think it would be fun to I think it would be fun to try it out someday. But yeah, I just hadn't given it a lot of thought. But that's good to know. That's good to know that might be available for me. Mission Impossible was some of my favorite content from Frownman Mile Hyrule says Mission Impossible. Why, oh, why? I think Loyal agrees with you on that one too. I can't wait till you do a deathless run of Mission Impossible. Gross. We'll do that, Mile Hyrule. We'll do that right after the deathless run of Echo the Dolphin. I won't even we won't even set a sub goal or anything. That'll be free. Just the one stipulation is it has to happen after Echo. You might have to remind me. I might forget by the time we get around to it. Cool, thanks. No problem. No problem. I'm happy to look out for you, my friend. It's important. It's important to provide the content that people want to see sometimes. So one of the features for those who may not be familiar with like the way I do things, one of the features of challenges that I give myself on the stream, like whenever I'm working on a game or learning it, I do challenge runs just like I do first playthroughs, where they're very strictly blind. So like I don't learn games by doing research and seeking out help and advice. I just learn them by brute force repetition, by just playing and first-hand discovery. So challenges usually take me a very long time because of that. We got all the things we need to clear this stage. Just need a little luck now. Greg, welcome in. Welcome to more Haunted Castle, Greg. I hope you are well today. The way those bats line up there sometimes is just super disgusting. Ah! Oh my goodness, I can't believe I didn't take damage. I'm doing it the old-fashioned way, before the internet. That's what it's all about. I try to do everything like that. And I'm really stubborn, and I'm really willing to sit with a game and not make progress for a very long time. I do, you know, my record is not 100% perfect. I do sometimes eventually break down and beg for a little help from the chat, but it only happens like 2 or 3 times a year. Right? I try to keep it to that. But that means sometimes I'm stuck for hours in the same place. Or in the case of Battletoads, weeks. You watch my 200-hour Dark Souls playthrough. That one I did make it through. Dark Souls I did make it through. I never cracked on that one. I never had to ask for help. It got really bad. It got really bad sometimes, but I did make it through that one. I did beat Dark Souls Fuzzy Boots. I beat it last month before last? March. I think I beat it in March. Early March. It was amazing. Last I saw you were in Smo and Ornstein. Oh, there was so much after that. So many good times, so many bad times. I didn't find everything in the game. I know there's tons of stuff I missed, so what we're gonna do about that one is for Dark Souls, we're gonna do a New Game Plus run at some point in the near-ish future. And I'm gonna ease up on the no back seating a little bit in the New Game Plus mode, since I've already been through the game. And I'm gonna let people give me a little bit of help regarding finding things I missed on the first playthrough. I'm still gonna try to find things a little bit before asking for help, but I think probably everything I haven't found at this point is probably beyond me. I can't believe how good you've gotten at this awful game, Jeff says. Thank you, Jeff. I've been playing it a lot lately. We've gone through it like 6 or 7 times now on the past 2 weeks on stream, so you know, I've been getting a lot of practice with it. I'm gonna die. We should have had that guy. I don't know if I should be proud of it for you or disappointed. I think the answer to that is yes, Jeff. Christian Cool, welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you, my friend. I told people about your crossbow strat, and they were just so confused. And I told them how long it took, and they were not surprised. My strategy, my strategy for Ornstein and Smo was oops all arrows. I fought them with nothing but the crossbow, and because and be and because I was under the impression that maybe I could skip phase two if I double KO'd them. I uh I ended up having to 200% Smo. uh, yeah, it was a 50-minute long battle. It was horrifying, but I did it, and I'm super proud of myself. That's a big part of why I play things as blind as I do, is because if I have only my own mind to rely on, odds are that my strategy for anything in a video game is going to be incredibly bogus. And, like, if I succeed, if I succeed at something in a game, the more bogus my strategy was for it, the more proud of myself I am. I'm doing very badly here. Jeff, why did you say I was doing good? It's all lies. Is it spoilers to talk about two easily available weapons and how bad they are? Sure, Fuzzy Boots, you could share. That sounds like information you could share with me. "50-minute long boss battle sounds like a Final Fantasy game," Mile Hyrule says. A Game and Fit, welcome in. I'm getting the worst luck with the Fleamen spawns. They're coming in at the worst times and from the worst directions. If you don't research some stuff, you'll never find out some of the secret areas, like the DLC, Jeff says. That's what I keep hearing, but I mean, at the same time, people told me I wouldn't be able to beat the game without research, and I did. So maybe if I'm stubborn and stupid for long enough, I could do it. If you want a real challenge, you can try to beat the game with the whip or the bow. Both are generally considered to be amongst the worst in the game. The bow, like a regular bow and arrow, not a crossbow. I think Frown Man can stumble into the DLC. Mile Hyra says. I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably end up asking. Crossbow probably the same. I used the crossbow so much. I went crossbow only for Ornstein and Smo, the Gargoyles, the Fire Sage, and Seath the Scaleless. 4 of the bosses in the game, my approach was crossbow only. The whip, I never used the whip. I found a whip, but I never actually tried to use it because its numbers were so low. I never thought that before, Mile Hyrule says, but Frown Man plays games in a way I thought no one ever did. In the worst way possible, I know. Game and Fit says, my stomach doctor wanted to reschedule after I lined everything up. I told the lady to tell the doctor to get off his butt and read my results. Getting ready to go Rambo on these guys. That sounds rough, Game and Fit. A shame it's such a bad weapon, the crossbow. Or the whip. The whip, because of Castlevania 64 playthrough of Dark Souls. Another one of my regulars told me that they were doing that they wanted to do a Castlevania build in Dark Souls, but the whip was terrible. Mile Hyrule says, like, you beat ONS with a bow, and to some people that is a challenge, and that is how you chose to do it. It seemed, using the crossbow seemed to me like the best strategy. I felt like that legitimately felt to me like it was the smart thing to do. Now that you've played through Dark Souls, do you see the slight similarities in Castlevania? Oh, Jeff, I was talking about Castlevania 64 all the time in my Dark Souls playthrough. I felt like that. I feel like it's really similar. Dark Souls doesn't really have platforming like Castlevania 64 does, but like it's got that lonely atmosphere. I felt like I was in that game a lot. Castlevania 64 is the proto Dark Souls. I'm gonna have to play Castlevania 64 again real soon here, because I've been thinking about it and talking about it a lot. I think I'm ready to do a hard mode run. I've never played through hard mode yet. For our next run, we're gonna play through on hard mode, and we're gonna wear the Simon Belmont costume. It'll be a lot of fun. It's a great game. I think I've done it 3 times on the stream so far. And the stream's only been around for 2 years. Can we start that one? Start that one now? Sadly, there's more Haunted Castle in the way. Oh, Reinhardt all the way, Jeff. I mean, I will do carry playthroughs. I've done a normal mode carry playthrough, and we'll do a hard mode one as well. But Reinhardt's the way to play. It's a Castlevania game. You gotta have a whip. That boss is so annoying. I haven't played through Legacy of Darkness yet. I played a little bit of the opening. My impression of it is I do not like it as much as Castlevania 64. That could maybe change for me at some point, but I don't know. I didn't really like the way it started, and I wasn't digging Cornell. As the mandatory character. So I'm gonna go through Legacy of Darkness someday, but I'm gonna try to have an open mind, but my expectations, you know, they are a little low from my first impressions. Legacy of Darkness makes the game too easy, Jeff says. I don't think I played enough of it to have an opinion on that. Oh my goodness. These skulls. And I was about to say that more of them are going to spawn in the longer I wait. Henry has a gun. Clearly the best Castlevania 64 character. Henry's the guy with like a... Henry's the guy who's like wearing a half a suit of armor. He's wearing like a suit of armor from the waist up and a pair of jeans from the waist down. I love his look. I love his look. He's like, I'm not. He's like, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not even gonna bother with the leg armor. No one ever hits you in the legs anyway, right? Fuzzy Boots said about their crossbow, it's not a bad strategy, just one that requires patience. That's like my one superpower, Fuzzy Boots. So that's why it's the perfect strategy for me, because that's my only talent. Is I have a very deep well of patience to draw from. Game and Fit says FromSoft has older Souls-like games on the PlayStation 1. Yeah, I've heard of Kingsfield. Shadow Tower I hadn't heard of. Shadow Tower is one of the weirdest games I've ever seen in my life, but curiosity makes you keep going. This is the first time hearing about that one. I went at the Castlevania 64's full blast about a year ago and finally beat them after I couldn't as a kid. Underrated, misunderstood, legit scary good epic games, Dynamite says. Right on, Dynamite. I love it. You're speaking my language, my friend. Tried playing Lament of Innocence on PlayStation 2. It was really boring. It is boring, Jeff says. Curse of Darkness is way better. I have both of those. Haven't tried them out yet. Sir Rack of Lamb, welcome in. I finally, after all this delay, Sir Rack of Lamb, after all this delay, I finally completed the purchase of a copy of Air Fortress. I'm not sure when it's going to arrive, but I paid for it. So Air Fortress is finally coming up. I'm sorry I've made you wait so long. I did some back and forth. I I ended up deciding that I had to delay on the that I have to delay a little bit longer on getting a flash cart because of some things that have come up. Um, but I did find a cheap copy of Air Fortress, so we can still make that one happen in the meantime. So I'll let you know. I'll let you know when it's here, and I'm putting it on the schedule. I'll do it. I'll try to get around to it, pretty quickly once it arrives. Big Evil, welcome in. Pleasure to have you here. The only thing preventing Dark Souls from being as good as Castlevania 64 are skeletons that ride motorcycles. Best enemy. Best enemy. I've been dying to see someone beat Air Fortress live, Game and Fit says. Watch the tasks, and it looks harder than Battletoads. uh, I did complete the second loop last night, Sirac of Lamb. Last night, last night we played Super Ghouls and Ghosts, and I was doing 100% playthrough. um, so I had to pick up every money bag, every treasure chest, and every item drop that happened, every random item drop that happened. And a game that I could normally beat in like an hour to an hour and a half took me took me almost 5 hours to beat with that rule set. It was horrific, but I did make it through, and we're gonna do it again next week. And hopefully it will take fewer than 5 hours. And yeah, we're gonna, I'm pretty confident I'll be able to beat Air Fortress. I don't know much about it, but Sir Rack of Lamb challenged me. Sir Rack of Lamb challenged me to try and complete the game and New Game Plus in 15 hours or less. And I don't know if that's going to be possible, but I told him I'd try it. Skeletons on motorcycles. What a great enemy. Oops. Much better than these flaming skulls. I'm stuck on level 8-2. It's so tight, Sir Rackablam says. Poor Lurch. Poor Frownie. That guy's dropping bricks on me. He can go kick rocks. Oh no. Oh, that was devastating. Dead. I mean, I know he was dropping bricks on you, but did you have to skin his face off? I have no control over what the death animation is going to look like. I hold Konami entirely responsible for that one. To make it across this bridge, you really do just have to memorize a lot of the spawn locations of the bats. Because you have to attack them with the jump slash, which you can only accomplish by knowing, but which you can only hit them with a jump slash by preempting them. If you take damage, you'll die before you cross the bridge. And if you tank the damage, and if you try to stop and slash at all of them, you'll fall off the bridge. It'll outpace you. So you just have to memorize where a lot of them come in at. You don't have to get them all, but a lot of them. Take damage here. Oh, I didn't. That's nice. Damage would have killed me. No! Victory. Oh, thank goodness. It's all to show... The gruesome death is all to show dominance. Nobody will mess with you that way. Hey, thank you for the trophies and the GGs, my friends. Thank you, thank you. Let's see how we did. I think that was definitely worse than the first run, but let's see how much worse. Let's see how much worse. In fact, the bridge is falling behind him. uh, that was the same. It was identical to my first run. It was another 10 credit run. It wasn't worse. It felt so much worse. I feel like Frankenstein is never a tough enough boss in any Castlevania game. In the original game, Igor does all the work, Dynamite says. Frankenstein. Frankenstein, yeah. I mean, it is really Igor that makes that one bad. That boss fight is like really tough if you are trying a no sub weapons run. Longest bridge in video game history. First time I played this, I thought the game was looping in a bug, Jeff says. Uh, Game of It says, I'm sorry for being the 711th person to ask, but are you going to play Tears of the Kingdom the night it comes out, or are you going to wait for the hype to die down for a bit? I don't know, Game and Fit. I've kind of been going back and forth on that one. I kind of think I might end up playing that one right when it comes out. Um, I talked about it a little bit on stream, and the sort of the informal feedback I got was that most people don't really seem to care whether I play it right away or if I wait. Like they don't really care if it's gonna spoil stuff. So I I guess I'm leaning toward playing it right away. But we'll see. Maybe I'll put a poll up in the Discord. But I'm leaning pretty heavily toward playing it right away. Cal says I'm rather excited to see the game, and I'm excited to see Frownie play through it. Thank you, Cows. Sweet Game and Fit says thank you, and thank you again, everybody, for the trophies and the GGs. What time is it? It's about 1 o'clock. I think we'll do one more pass. I think we'll do one more pass through the game, and then we'll play. Kirby for the rest of the night. We're making it through these first few runs have been pretty quick, so I think I'm going to be greedy and try for one more. Got to get some work done, Rafnir says. Have a great stream. Thank you for stopping in, Rafnir. Again, congratulations on Battletoads. Really excellent work on that one. And good luck with your work. Hope it goes smoothly. Jeff says that's the worst Castlevania boss, maybe other than Circle of the Moon. I don't remember. I don't think I actually beat Circle of the Moon. I've thought about it. I played a lot of that game, and I think I made it up to Dracula, but I don't think I beat him. I just watched the third trailer they released earlier today, Cow says, and I'm extra excited now. Right on. I am, of course, ignoring all of the trailers and media. Um, but I wouldn't criticize anyone else who wants to enjoy them. But I've got to I've got to preserve my ignorance. My ignorance is very fragile. I must protect it. Jeff says, I'm upset. I got a new job and won't be able to take off that Friday. That is unfortunate, at least in that respect. I hope the new job is working out for you though, Jeff. This is the first I believe I'm hearing of it. I hope it's a nice I hope it's a nice fit for you. Cal says that's entirely fair. I'm one of those people that has to consume everything about a thing if I'm hype about it. And here's one thing. I believe it's a very long time ago, but I believe that I actually read a like a psychological survey they did that most people's enjoyment of media is not diminished by spoilers. Mine is, but it's for reasons not really related to the spoilers themselves. You must quit, Fuzzy Boot says. Oh, to Jeff. You have to. It's unfortunate. I think maybe that's to Jeff. It's unfortunate, but you gotta do what must be done. Master Tuesday, welcome in. Happy Tuesday to you. Thank you for censoring that spoiler. Very much appreciate that. Haven't started yet, but it's a dream job game localization. That sounds amazing, Jeff. I'm with Frownie. I want to get interested, and beyond that, I don't want to know anything else. Yeah, yeah. I mean, part of the thing is that like my enjoyment of the like when it comes to games, my enjoyment of the game is not like sheer is not derived from the game itself in a way like my enjoyment, a large part of my enjoyment of the game is dependent upon my own bad approaches to a game. And increased preparation for games diminish the likelihood that I'm gonna be like maximum dumb. so so I have to avoid all content related to things I want to play to maximize my dumbness. I'm not gonna lie, I think avoiding this trailer will help maintain the mystery of the game quite a bit, Tuesday says. Right on. What is game localization? It's sort of like the part of the translation process. Um where that's not just like changing the language but also making like cultural references and stuff like that, adjusting them so they make sense to a to a new audience. I don't count stuff in media as spoilers because the company has intended the audience to see that content before release. Um, I get that as an argument, Jeff, but I don't necessarily trust the production company to make those decisions for me about what order I should experience the content in. because their goal in creating advertisements, creating advertisements is not to preserve the optimal experience for enjoyers of the media, but to maximize the number of people that will purchase said media. And I don't know that those two goals are compatible with each other. Cal says I'll also be watching streamer friends play through it long before I play it myself, so spoilers from trailers and from watching others are all kind of the same to me. Yeah, I mean, there's that too, definitely. All right, lives turn back up. Make a movie, release a trailer, then cut literally all the scenes in the trailer out of the final movie. Bordering on false advertisement there, you may be risking a lawsuit. You just have to put a disclaimer, just a little text at the bottom. The contents of this trailer may not necessarily reflect actual content of final product. And then you're golden. I love when Medusa stops in just that perfect position there. It's great. I can just throw bombs and not care about anything. I need that. Goodness. Pickles are so good. If they weren't full of so much sodium, I'd eat a jar a day. Welcome in, Persephone. Great to have you here. I feel that way about olives. I don't like pickles all that much, but I love olives. I could just stand in the kitchen with a spoon and eat a whole jar of olives right out of the refrigerator. And I bought low sodium olives by mistake one time. It was a mistake. So I would expect that low sodium pickles are not the solution to your problem. My goal is to try and beat Breath of the Wild on Master Mode by the time the sequel is out, Game and Fit says. I can probably do it if my stomach allows it. Best of luck to you, Game and Fit. I think you could probably do it. You literally learned the magic spot where to stand, huh? Well, yeah, I kind of, Jeff. I know that a magic spot exists, and I can find where to stand sometimes, but lining myself up on the right like brick, I can't always execute. Intellectually, I know what to do, but I can't always execute. Anything pickled is good. I love vinegar, Jeff says. Pickled onions. Pickled onions are the way, Tuesday says. I heard pickle jar juice actually has some health benefits, but I can't remember what they are. To which Fuzzy Boot says, no, don't drink it. The high sodium content far outweighs any potential health benefits. Vinegar is so good on anything. I tend to use a lot of vinegar in my, well, not a lot, but I use it in my cooking frequently. I tend to like my foods to have a strong acidity to them. Gallows Adler, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Rise from your grave. I don't know you I don't know if you know this or not, but whenever I go live, like the little announcement for when the stream goes live says reads Agent Frownie has risen again. It is Altered Beast. I forget. I've only played that once. I don't know that one super well. I need to play it again because I didn't beat it. I need to go back to it. I keep putting it off. Fish and chips with vinegar is so good. Large amount of salt can strip your cells of moisture and lead to serious health concerns. Some people drink a whole jar of pickle juice and cause their kidneys to shut down. We're all free to enjoy whatever we want, Dynamite. We're not gonna change anyone's minds around here. My cat is looking intently at my pickles even though he hates them. He must have some. My cats go berserk whenever I have olives. The smell of the olive juice, they go wild for it. Hey, Ted Zergling, welcome in. Interesting Castlevania clone? Official Castlevania game. Gallows. Haunted Castle is made by Konami. They didn't give it the Castlevania title, but it is Castlevania. You play as Simon, you fight Dracula. It's got a lot of the same set pieces and enemies. Yeah, it's it's a really weird experience when you arcade Castlevania game. It's awful, Jeff says. That pretty much sums it up. It's pretty bad. Wonder why they didn't give it the name, Cow says. I don't know. I don't know. I think that they knew. I think they didn't want to hurt the Castlevania brand too much. They couldn't stop themselves from releasing it because they wanted the quarters. But they did at least like realize it would destroy the Castlevania name. Yeah, this is like a arcade cabinet, like its own, like, yeah, it's standalone cabinet arcade game. But I'm playing it on the Switch. I've got the Arcade Archives Edition release on the Switch. There's no reason to try this game, Jeff says. I think they picked a different name to appeal to the arcade crowd. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't know the history, so I would defer to your expertise. And this came out. This came out after Castlevania, I do believe. I think this came out 1 year after the NES Castlevania. I should try this on my Retroid. Just don't expect to have fun, Persephone. No fun allowed. Try it on the collection. Is this on? Is this on the like anniversary collection? It's on the arcade collection. So there's a Konami arcade collection, not the Castlevania collection. Is it do you know what it's called? Konami arcade collection. Arcade Classics Anniversary Collection, maybe? That's on the Switch. I might need to get that so I can try that version of it later on. Later on. I'm happy with this one for now. Alright, yeah. I own the worst record in Astyanax Arcade Archives online rankings. Not proud of it, but I did it. Online rankings, Frownie, check it out. One moment. I'm gonna see where I stand. I wanted to black it. I wanted to black this screen out while it loaded. It's not actually showing anything though. It's on everything. So the only thing I have that plays modern games, Spriven, the reason I ask about the Switch is it's the only way I can play modern games. I don't have a PC capable of doing doing games. Um, and even the games, all I've got is the laptop that I stream from, and even the games that could run on my laptop, it doesn't matter because I can't stream and play a game on the same laptop at the same time. And I only play games on the stream really. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time to play them off stream. So a lot of when it comes to digital games, a lot of times I'll ask if they're on the Switch because that's the only way they're realistic for me to play. So I tried to see where I was in the online ranking, but it wasn't ever loading. I assume it's terrible. Well, no, if I have to manually submit my runs, Jeff, then yeah, they're probably not being submitted. I haven't been choosing to submit them. I just thought maybe they automatically did. I feel yeah, I was in that boat for a while too. Yeah, at some point I might get a more powerful PC, and like that might be a thing for the stream later on. But currently, all I've got's the one laptop. And even if I could run the game and the streaming software, I wouldn't want to do all the like tabbing between windows and stuff that I would have to do to, you know, to read the chat and all that. It'd be just too much of a headache for me. How familiar are you with the Resident Evil games, Frownie? Not very familiar, Jeff. I know Resident Evil 2 on the Nintendo 64 kind of well, and the remake on GameCube, and that's basically it. I played a bit of Resident Evil 0 on the GameCube as well, but I soft-locked myself and never finished it. I'd like to play through. I'd like to play through a lot of the classic Resident Evil games someday, but just haven't gotten around to it yet. I have a lot of them. I have a lot of them on my PSP. I think is how we're gonna play through them. Provided my PSP battery doesn't explode. No, the enemy that drops the sword didn't spawn. An enemy that I really need didn't spawn. Well, there's always the next life. I've heard countless times about how great Resident Evil 4 is, but I've yet to play it. It's definitely on the to-do list. Yeah, this ghost right here didn't spawn last time. And this ghost is the one that drops the sword. No! The ghost dropped the sword off the screen! Rip Frownie. I needed that sword so badly. I'm surprised how many classics and bangers you haven't played yet. Tons, Dynamite. Tons. Oh, thank goodness, another sword. It's great for the stream though. That I didn't get around to all these games. It's great. It's great for the stream because that means I can do first playthroughs of all kinds of classics. The game is really saying no sword for you. It really was, Gauss. It was like that's like the #1 thing it could do to keep me from success. Deny me my sword. That bat coming in at the worst time, like always. It's a hugging only zone, no swords allowed. Respect to you if you really don't practice other than on the stream. I really don't. I have played through this one time off stream. I have played through it once off stream. That was last year, after I beat it for the first time. I didn't plan on ever playing it again. Like, I wasn't really planning on doing a challenge or anything like that. And the weekend after I beat it for the first time, I did throw it on randomly one night and beat it off stream. But, like, yeah, whenever I'm working on something, it's only on stream practice. I wanna capture every moment of the struggle in all of its ugliness. I can't believe this is the game you've chosen to practice and get good at. I mean, I've done plenty of good games too, Jeff. You are an enigma. Like, the same time I started working on this, I started working on Journey to Silius. We did a no-death run of that one. I pulled that one off way faster than this one. You have an amazing collection of games and you play this. Yeah, that's kind of indefensible. You start to think it's better than it is the longer you play it, though. The longer you expose yourself to it, like, the more the shock wears off at how bad it is, and, like, you start to tell yourself lies. I don't like how circus-like the music is on this level, because it reminds me too much of Arrow the Acrobat. Nice. That's just your brain melting away. Stockholm Syndrome. The game has the Frownie in the throes of Stockholm Syndrome. Don't fall off the bridge, Simon. Don't fall off the bridge. Blink twice if the game is holding you hostage. Victory! Thank you, cows. I think that was pretty good. I think we may be looking at a new PB. Moment of truth. We'll know in 5 seconds. Have I ever been on the... Have I ever had to put in my name for this? Five credits. That was a 5-credit run. That is twice as good as my previous PB, right? We had a 10-credit run. 5-credit run is not bad. I'm pretty okay with that. Hey VR, welcome in. A PB in this game is a stain on your life, Jeff says. Wow. I held a gun to him and said if he doesn't play it, I'll make him eat Captain Crunch cereal for the rest of his life. And we all know what that does to the roof of your mouth. Uh, don't worry, it was a standard issue squirt gun. Era the Acrobat games were not bad, but I did not like them, Dynamite says. So I've only played the first one, and I haven't beaten it yet, but my opinion of it is not very high from my experience, my limited experience with it. Peanut butter accomplished. All right. Well, I don't need to submit this score. I'm not you know. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Let me see what happens when I submit it. Oh, maybe now I can see myself on the online rankings. All right. Well, here we are. You won't believe it. I turned off the no I turned off the screen because I'm not in control of the other usernames that are put in, and I didn't want to put up an inappropriate username on the screen. That's why I blacked out the screen, cows. I intended to show it to you. I just wanted to check first. Um yeah. Well, see, that's what I was going to do, but show you where we are. Number 15. 15 out of the 25 people who play the game. We're number 15. But it's based on points. It's based on points. And this person at the top is clearly hacking their game. Um, but no, it's based on points. And so like all you have to do is give yourself 1,000 credits and then just stand in the corner and farm an enemy until you've got a ridiculous number of points. It doesn't factor in anything else. So like I mean, I could be number one. I mean, you guys want to go on a quest where we sit in a corner and farm points to be number one? Because I could go up. I could go up there. All we'd have to do is sit in the corner and kill 100 million bats for 40 hours. Uh, we're not proud of you either way on this. I'm ashamed of you, Jeff says, that you're on the leaderboard. Uh, it goes to top 100, so only 25 people have a high score. Well, we're not going to do it tonight. We don't want to bump Kirby off the schedule. Maybe that's what we'll do with her victory lap. If I get the no death run for a victory lap, we'll spend a stream we'll spend a stream wasting our lives grinding up a number one position. And if all of you who are watching now want to sabotage that, here's your chance. Go buy the game and you grind and get yourself up there instead, so that it's all filled up, and then there's no space left for me, and then I don't have to do it. uh, all right. That's it for tonight, my friends. That was some good practice. We had two 10 credit runs and one 5 credit run. That's pretty good. I'm happy with those. I think it's been a good night with this game. And I think that we've earned ourselves some Kirby. We're going to play Kirby for the rest of the night. We will play more Haunted Castle next week. Check the schedule in the Discord to know exactly when. Um, Probably Tuesday would be my guess. If not before. But yeah, it's Kirby time. I'm going to take a short BRB. I'll let you listen to Sparrow's new song again. In the meantime, if you haven't heard that yet, you're in for a treat. But yeah, let me step away for a moment. Thank you very much for being here for the Haunted Castle runs. You have made a game that is very terrible a lot of fun for me, my friends. Thank you for that. I'm very grateful. And now we'll just relax and chill and have a very peaceful time with Kirby. No stress there, right? I'll see you again in just a moment.